So we have Boruto Vortex Chapter 19's official preview page, and in this month's preview page, we got something very unique and different compared to the previous preview pages that have been shown. In this preview page, we didn't even get a page at all. Instead, we got the official cover of Chapter 19, which is very interesting because we have never really seen this before when it comes to the official preview pages that have been released in prior chapters. So far in Vortex, whenever they have shown a sneak peek for the upcoming chapters, we would usually get some panels with a little bit of context, and while we do get a little bit of information in these preview pages, a lot of it is up for interpretation as we only get one page. You can't really judge a chapter based off a singular page until you get the full product. So the fact that we got only the chapter cover for this upcoming chapter, I do want to talk about in today's video about the upcoming chapter and what it could possibly lead to. Now in the last video that I did make a predictions video looking at the predictions that you guys left in the community post. A lot of them were very similar, such as Konohamaru fighting Matsuri, same thing goes for Sarada and Mitsuki fighting Ryu. However, at the same time, when it comes to this upcoming chapter, the fact that they haven't really shown anything at all and rather just shown the cover makes me think that these upcoming battles when it comes to the Leaf Ninja and the Shinju are going to be a lot more dangerous than we think. And the fact that we are seeing Moegi on the cover makes me think that Konohamaru is going to be in a lot more danger than we usually think. Now, when it comes to Vortex so far, I really do think the pacing of it has been really good. Obviously, in the past few chapters, it has been pretty slow. However, that has been the setup for Boruto manga ever since Kodachi stepped down. When Kishimoto stepped up to help out Ikimoto with the script, there has been a lot more slower chapters, as you saw in the code arc at the end of part 1. And so far in Vortex, it has been moving very quickly, but in the past few chapters, I would say the past 3 to 4 chapters, we have essentially gotten a brand new arc with side characters as the focus, with Sarada, Mitsuki, and Konohamaru being at the forefront of this new current arc, fighting these side Shinju villains. Now, with these past few chapters, it has been a little bit slow setting up the detail for these upcoming battles. However, at the end of last chapter, there has been some setup for this upcoming battle, and now I definitely do expect these characters to finally duke it out. And when it comes to Konohamaru, I did talk about it in my last video. He is going to be in a world's amount of danger. Compared to Sarada and Mitsuki, at least they have the other Sand Ninja alongside with them, as well as with Araya, who has that sword that counters Shinki's Iron Sand. So at least for the moment, they will be able to fight back and at least hold their own just for a little bit before they retreat or potentially die. When it comes to Konohamaru, however, I do think it's going to be a lot more different considering that he is fighting a Shinju on his own. Now, when it comes to predictions videos, it's kind of hard for me to make predictions simply because the Boruto manga is so unpredictable, which is why I ask you guys for your predictions for the upcoming chapter every single month. So, obviously with the preview page not coming out, I kind of want to give my prediction for this upcoming battle with Konohamaru and Matsuri. Now, when it comes to the overall power levels between Konohamaru and Matsuri, I'm going to be real here, I just don't think Konohamaru has enough to even keep up with somebody of the likes of her. Now, when it comes to the Shinjus, ever since they have been introduced, it has been emphasized by basically everybody inside of the Hidden Leaf Village that they must eliminate them no matter what. The way Shikamaru and Kashin Koji have been talking about them, it has been emphasized clearly that they must take them out or else the world will end. That's how dangerous and strong these characters are, and when you look at the overall mission for these characters to take down the Shinjus, from Konohamaru, Sarada, and Mitsuki's perspective, the goal is to take down these characters when their guard has been let down. Sort of befriend them, and when they are not looking or when they're not aware of their surroundings, kill them by surprise. The biggest problem is in the latest chapter, they can no longer do that because both characters have realized that they got fooled. The gig is up and they're gonna have to fight these characters head on. From Sarada and Mitsuki's perspective, I think they can hold themselves out a little bit longer simply because they have more people on their side. Meanwhile, Konohamaru is solely by himself, and I truly don't know if he is strong enough to even keep up with a character like Matsuri. I mean, so far we truly haven't seen Konohamaru's real power yet, even though he has fought many characters so far. Let's be real here, he has been embarrassed so many times over and over again. You saw it in the Boruto anime specifically, especially during the Kara arc when he was fighting all those Kara members, all those inners, and he was getting absolutely destroyed. And you know, I was clowning him at the time, but I gave him the benefit of the doubt considering that these Kara inner members are basically Otsutsuki level figures, and I don't expect somebody of Konohamaru, who's basically just a jonin, to fight some of these characters at the time. However, now that we're in Blue Vortex and with the emphasis of these characters finally being at the forefront, I do expect Konohamaru to show off some new abilities and maybe some new powers to be able to fight somebody like Matsuri. Now, so far we've seen Konohamaru fight just a little bit in TBV when they were fighting Hidari and Juro when they first came to the Leaf Village. When Sarada was fighting Hidari by herself, Konohamaru did come to the rescue by using the Rasen Barricade, which is a jutsu that he did come up with to be able to counter Hidari's Chidori. So there is a possibility that Konohamaru may have developed even more jutsus just like that. And I would love to see it, because the way that some of you guys have been gassing up Konohamaru for the past few years, it seems like he's gonna have to finally step up, because the truth is, he is Naruto's student after all. He is Naruto's disciple, and I'm gonna be real here, man. If he wants to become Hokage and follow the steps of Naruto, he's gonna have to truly step up, and I think this is the perfect time, man. Now, I don't expect him to take down Matsuri, but one thing that I truly want for Konohamaru is to actually put up somewhat of a fight, show up some resistance against Matsuri, and make it respectable, man. That's the only thing I want, because, listen, man, he has been one of Boruto's biggest punching bags, and in my opinion, somewhat of a letdown. Most of the battles that he has partaken are not really his fault, simply because a lot of these characters that he are fighting are just way out of his league. Most characters would get destroyed like that as well. So, you know, I feel bad for him sometimes, but at the same time, to be Naruto's disciple, I think it's time for Ikimoto and Kishimoto to give Konohamaru that respect, man. And whether he wins or loses, the only thing I truly want in this upcoming battle is for him to actually put up a respectable fight. Now, moving on, I do want to talk about Boruto and Kashin Koji's relationship, because a lot of you guys brought up this point that I wasn't even really thinking about, and it's the fact that Boruto may not actually trust Kashin Koji all the way. Now, here's the thing with this current mission with these upcoming battles, Boruto's actually not allowed to come to the battlefield, simply because, according to Kashin Koji, if Boruto were to make an appearance, so would Juro, and that would mean everyone's gonna die, simply because Juro is way too powerful, and that is from Kashin Koji's words. Now, I do believe Juro is that powerful for a reason, hence why Boruto is asking Kawaki to get his limiters removed so they can fight Juro together. That is the ultimate battle that probably will happen later on in the series. However, currently right now, they are banking on Sarada and Mitsuki as well as Konohamaru to take down these other Shinju that are relevant. If you take out the side Shinjus, then you can target Juro later on. And right now, at least according to Kashin Koji, the chances of them succeeding are actually very high. It is not very likely for them to fail this mission, hence why Kashin Koji is not really wanting to send Boruto out to help them in this battle, or else Juro will appear. Now, Boruto is antsy to help his teammates out simply because they are his friends and family, and the last thing he would want to do is have them die in vain. And obviously with Boruto, if he does become antsy enough and he realizes that maybe my teammates do actually need help, he may want to actually come to the battlefield. Now, when it comes to actually getting to the Land of Wind, we do know that from the Leaf Village to the Land of Wind, it takes around 3 days. And that's obviously just by running there. Of course, with Boruto, he has the Flying Raijin Jutsu. However, does he even have a marker on any of these characters for him to instantly teleport there? Obviously, Boruto does have the ability to teleport amongst different locations and even different dimensions as well. So if he does have a marker on any of these characters, he could have the ability to just teleport there right away to help out Sarada or Mitsuki or even Konohamaru. In my opinion, I do think Konohamaru is going to be put in grave danger, even though I do want him to put up a good fight. I personally do not believe he has a chance at all when it comes to defeating Matsuri. I do think he's going to get his ass whooped. However, I do think he's going to put up a little bit better of a fight, simply because I do think that he has gotten a lot stronger since the start of the series, hence why I do believe he's going to put up a better fight. However, I do believe Boruto is going to come for the rescue, simply because a lot of these Shinjus may be too overwhelming for a character like Konohamaru. I don't want to doubt Konohamaru because he could be slated as the next Hokage following Shikamaru, for example. However, I think for the story to move, Konohamaru may have to just get his ass beat. I don't want to see that. However, there could be a chance where Boruto senses this and comes to the rescue. In my personal opinion, I do want Konohamaru to put up a fight, but we'll see where that goes. So let me know how you guys feel about this video in the comment section below. If you haven't already, let me know your predictions for the upcoming chapter in these upcoming battles between Konohamaru and Matsuri, as well as Sawada and Mitsuki versus Ryu alongside the Sen Ninja. Who do you think is going to win? Who do you think is going to come out on top, and why? These past few chapters in Tubu Vortex has been on a slow burner. However, now is the time to ramp it up to the absolute max, as these battles are finally heating up with these characters looking to battle it out. So let me know what you guys think about all of that in the comment section below. So if you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe, hit the bell as well, and have a good day. Peace.